am Prophet Jonathan Bridges, and welcome to Building Bridges, where we not only desire to build people, but to build myself in the things of Yahweh, and to build bridges or connections to people all over the world. That latter part of that statement, when I started off, I say to build bridges or connections to people all over the world. I got something I wanted to share with you. I believe that Yahweh is causing this channel to be successful because of the analytics that I looked at some time ago. Believe it or not, my bricklayers, listen to me. We're not only in the United States. According to the analytics, we have gotten this word into the United Kingdom, into Canada, into South Africa, into India, into Australia, into the Philippines, into Nigeria, into Jamaica, and also Trinidad. So I believe that's something for us to really celebrate, my bricklayers. Yahweh is really doing a new thing for us in these messages that we're dropping on this platform. Just want to bless and honor the most holy Father for what he's doing in this time.
Yes, thank you.
Last week, my wife finished off last message. She tore that thing up, knocked the dust off of it. Are you listening to what I'm saying? She demonstrated on this mic. Are y'all listening to me? And I am so blessed to have a wife. As I told y'all, she is extremely intelligent. She's smart. And it also helps the fact that she is fine. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Fine as wine. I got to say that. But she did an excellent job. And I thank y'all for tuning in, to listening, to hanging on to every word that she dropped. And even in the beginning of that, she prophesied to me some things that I received, and it's rejuvenated me and given me a little more energy, a little more oomph. You hear what I'm saying? For what she did. And I appreciate you for that. I want to look at her behind the camera and say, I appreciate you for what you laid down. Well, that was the end of that series. It was an awesome series. Thank you for sticking with my wife and I through that. But we're finna get ready to start a new one that the Spirit gave to me. And the title of this one is Why You So Thirsty. This is one of them times that you wish you had somebody with the cymbals building that thing up. Why you so thirsty? Whenever you hear the word thirsty, immediately the logophile in you, it starts to define that word as to meaning feeling to need to drink something. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yep.
Wait, hold up, John. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait up. Oh, my bad. Hold on. The DJ was getting into me right there. Hold up. Wait a minute. Please put some understanding in it. How you just gonna run past that word logophile there and not put them things on it? How you not gonna put some understanding on it? We need to understand what that means. Your bricklayers, we want to know what that means. Well, logophile, by definition, is actually a compound Greek word, which means word lover. So it's logo, which we know if my bricklayers and Bible studiers or my scholars that's out there, y'all know logos is the word and phile is always lover. For instance, in Philadelphia, and that's actually a Greek word, phila, meaning love, Delphia, brother, the city of brotherly love. So logophile means word lover or word nerd. So I love words, and that's why I work words wonderfully. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Come on here, drop it down in the chats, logophile. And that's an alliteration, by the way. I work words wonderfully. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So not only do I love words, I love the word.
Yes.
Watch this. I'm finna start really playing with this thing right here. I love the word. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the scriptures. Are you listening to what I'm saying? So not only do I love the word, I love the word. Come on here. So wait a minute. Are you repeating that, John? No, I'm not repeating it. I'm saying I love the word, meaning with the capital W. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about no other than Yahshua. Are you listening to what I'm saying? I'm talking about Jesus. Are you listening to what I'm saying? I'm talking about I love the word. So bricklayers, if you love Yahshua, I need you to drop it down in the comments. I am a word nerd.
I am a word nerd.
I am a word nerd. So when I say nerd, I'm not talking about the image that quickly comes to your mind when you think of an awkward, geeky person lacking social skills. No. I'm talking about an individual who is extremely enthusiastic and knowledgeable about a particular subject. Did you hear what I said? For my note takers, write that down. When I'm talking about a nerd, I'm talking about an individual who is enthusiastic and knowledgeable about a particular subject. And the subject that I'm talking about, come on here, that I am enthusiastic, I'm repeating this for a reason, and knowledgeable about is Yahshua. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So this is what a logophile. So you got that? So now, back to the word. Back to the word that I originally talked about. I was talking about what? The word thirsty. So now we understand the meaning or the denotative meaning of the word thirsty. That means that we understand the dictionary meaning of it, meaning that you need something to drink, right? But if you got a taste of hood in you, are you listening to what I'm saying? If you got a taste of hood in you or some type of hood understanding of you, come up around people in the hood, you know that this is also a slang term. This is a slang word, which means that it has a connotative meaning. You see what I'm saying? So what are you saying? What are you getting at, John? When it has a connotative meaning, this slang version of what I'm talking about, this means that there is an emotion or a feeling that is evoked by this word. If you from the hood, there's an emotion or a feeling that's evoked by this word. And usually this emotion and feeling is accompanied by a particular expression. I'm doing it right now. A particular expression. Come on here. And with that facial expression, you articulate this word like this. Watch the facial expression. Thirsty. Or by declaration, we say so thirsty. Or we say you so thirsty. And when we want to know an answer to something, we ask it like this. We ask a question, why you so thirsty? Or what, the ladies, they be like, why you so thirsty? You know what I'm saying? So we put the word in front of that thing. We say, why you so thirsty? And usually when a woman or a man asks you that question with that facial expression, is usually followed by a question mark, exclamation, question mark, exclamation. I think you getting the point, because we like, why is you so thirsty? So when I'm starting out this message, what I want to do is I want to start out this message, why you so thirsty, with the connotative meaning of the title, asking, why are you so thirsty? You see the face? You see the face? Because the face is going to change later on. Because right now the face look like this, but it's going to look like something later. Are you hearing what I'm saying? What you say there, baby?
We hear you, John.
You understand me. Come on here. Follow on with me. Follow on to know. We finna drop some science up in this demonstration. So when we're dealing with the connotative meaning, like I said, it brings up an emotion or a feeling that's connected to it. So when you're thirsty, this means that you're, by definition, that you're too eager to get something. This means that you're desperate. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Please follow me, because you're going to think you know exactly where I'm going with something. I don't want you to get stuck in a box in what I'm explaining to you today. So you're too eager to get something. You're desperate. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So for the topic of our discussion, will be based on two individuals, and those two individuals are Samson and Delilah. You can read all about them in the book of Judges, chapters 13 through 16. For time, we're not going to sit here and read all of those chapters. So all of my bricklayers, I'm sure that you're Bible scholars. And if you're not Bible scholars, you're Bible scholars in the making. You understand what these scriptures are about, but I admonish you to go back and read these things. And the reason I'm doing this the way that I'm doing it today, I was discussing with my wife, a lot of times when we minister, we feel that we have to have about 50, 60 different scriptures, and we breaking them down all the time. But we don't take the time to realize the Bible that we read and have read, they're full of matriarchs and patriarchs. And what they did was they taught. They weren't always constantly quoting scriptures. Even though I'm going to stick with the Bible, I just want to talk to you. Is that all right? If that's all right, my bricklayers, put it in. Go ahead, John, demonstrate. Work that thing. Work that thing.
Talk to us.
Come on here. Talk to us. Come on here. Let him cook. As they saying nowadays, let him cook. So we finna cook. As I said, this topic is going to be based on two individuals, Samson and Delilah. So first, I want to start with Samson. Samson was involved with 3 women. If you know the story, he was involved with 3 women. When we think about Samson, all we mostly think about was his strength. He was strong. He was tearing up animals and he was tearing people off. But Samson was involved with 3 women. The first woman, she was from Timnah, whom he was married to. Correct? My Bible scholars out there, my bricklayers, right? He was married to the first woman. The second woman, she was a hoe from Gaza. Oh, I'm sorry. For the religious people, I meant harlot. She was a harlot from Gaza. But for my real people out there, she was a hooker. She was a pro. She was a go-getter. She was a streetwalker. And she was a side piece, as my wife said behind the camera. And I feel like I need one of them curly mustaches to say this. She was a strumpet. That's a word right there. You don't hear it too often. What a strumpet. and I feel like this phrase right here is for the ladies who's on the motherboard with the book hats, and you got to say it and you whisper it. She was a lady of the evening. You got to have white gloves on and your hand got to do that right there. But so this second woman, she was a prostitute, right? A whore, however you want to put it. Slick Rick said in his song, treat them like a prostitute. Do what? Don't treat no girly well until she show you the scoop. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Or till you sure of the scoop. So make sure you know about this woman. And what he says in the next verse of that rhyme, he says, because all they do is hurt and trample. But listen up close. I'm finna give you Samson's third wife. Come on here as an example. So the third woman that we talking about is Delilah, the one in whom he fell in love with, excuse me. So there was 3 women, as I said, his wife, right? The woman from Timnah, the hoe from Gaza, and Delilah. So nowadays, when we refer to Samson, in these days, if we bring Samson into this day, we will refer to him as a player, right? And I ain't talking about with the ER on the end, but I'm talking about like player. You know what I'm talking about? A player. Come on here. He was a womanizer. He dealt with many women. So he was a player. Why? You know what? When I thought about that, why is it that when black people emphasize something, they always got to repeat it? Case in point, let me just give you a little example. I'm finna do like a little quick little scenario. So man, I'm finna play both characters, by the way. Man, you for real? Yeah, I'm for real. So you done. Man, bro, like I said, I'm done. You know they gonna fire me because they said that I was late. Before I go further in the story, you know Mike, right? Nah, I don't know no Mike. Man, Mike. Oh, yeah. I know Mike. I know who Mike is. I know what you're talking about. So just a little humor there. That's what our people do is we repeat things. And then when I went to thinking about it, well, I guess we get it from Yahshua and Yahweh at the end of the day, because when Yahweh called your name twice, that means that there was going to be an elevation for you. For example, he said, Abraham. Anytime he said something twice, or Yeshua said something twice, verily, that, or truly, as most better stated, that means that there was going to be an elevation for you. So I guess as a people, we repeat things because we want to elevate your understanding of it. You know John? Yeah. No, I don't know no John. Come on, man. John. Oh, yeah. See, it elevates your understanding. Come on here. Like my wife said, it opens up your mind. So this is what we know about Samson from the fact that he had 3 women that he was a player. So being that Samson, who was married, was a player, you have to understand that there is a root core to what a player is, meaning that there's an element of thirstiness. Here it is. We finna get into the title. It means that there's an element of desperation, meaning that there is something missing. Like, let me put it like this. Why would someone seek after what they already have? It makes you think, doesn't it? It really makes you think. So in Samson's case, and I want to bring this to us as a people, and I don't want to limit this to just marriage. There's something that comes up and it makes me think about that there's something missing there. There's an emptiness. There's a void. And what it is it made me think about the 80-20 rule in relationships. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard this before, the 80-20 rule. And what it means is that you can expect 80% of your needs to be met by your partner, but the other 20% is up to you. For example, your partner might make you feel like you're loved, might make you feel safe, might make you feel happy, but you turn to your family and friends for the feel of being part of a community. Is this hitting home for you, baby? Come on here. You turn to your family and your friends to feel like you're a part of a community. And when you're thirsty, what happens a lot of times is that you become greedy. When you look up the word thirsty, you find out one of the synonyms of that word is greedy. So this means that you look at the 20% like, man, I need that 20%. These are the people that's saying that I gotta have all of it. So that 20%, it looks real good to you when you not getting it. I gotta pause. Come on here, let that thing breathe. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Come on here. So the 80-20 means that you got 80%, but when you're not getting that 20%, it looks real good to you. Come on here. You got everything you want, but that 20% over there, come on, is making you say, man, I need that over there. And what happens a lot of times is that we look at the 80% as if it's negative, and the positive is the 20%. Not realizing that, come on here, that the Father has given us enough to really work with, and we overemphasize the negative, come on here, and we give energy to the positive, but it should be the other way around, because the 80% is actually the positive and the 20% is the negative. Y'all heard the phrase before, the grass is always greener on the other side. No, it's not. Are you listening to what I'm saying? So what you say there?
Fake grass.
Fake grass. Oh, man. We was just starting to get this thing rolling right here. And I know what y'all saying. Man, we got there pretty quick today, John. Yeah, the Spirit told me we gonna drop the time on these messages. So we dropping them down. We gonna give you little 20-minute nuggets. Come on here to get your Monday jumped off. So if this message has blessed you, come on here. All I ask you to do is to take this message and give it to somebody else. Include them into this demonstration. Say, hey, this man over here, he talking about something that I think you need. Come on here. And if that person knows somebody, tell them to also tell another person, hey, come on over here and see what the bricklayers are about. See what they building over here. And if you want to be part of this community, say, all you got to do in the comments below is just say, hey, I'm a bricklayer. I want to help build what the Father is building in this time right here. Yeah. Is that all right? That's all right. Come on here. And by saying that also, when I say to you, is that all right? My baby has blessed me. Hit that like button. Come on here. It's a button at the bottom right there. Look just like this. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. Hit that. And what that does is it allows, come on here, this message to get out to more people. Y'all heard the continents and the countries that I told you that this is reaching. Every time you hit that button right there, you're saying, I want to be a part of this bricklayer family that's going to push this word, come on here, is going to push what Yahweh is doing into the atmosphere and cause change to change your change. Goodness gracious. The Father is truly blessing us. And as I said, every Monday, we're uploading a video. My wife and I, we're going to be uploading some. Predominantly is going to be me. But every Monday, we're going to drop something down there for you Monday so you can have something to get your week set off. So you're going to have 20-minute nuggets. Come on here. 20 minutes, that ain't nothing. Pop that right on in your spirit. Come on here like a medicine, and just let it do something on the inside of you so you can get through and step on the enemy's head throughout the course of your week and have victories like you've never had before. Well, again, as I said, bless you, my bricklayers. Bless you for everybody that's been listening. And as always, y'all know how I finish this off. Shalom. Whew.